Hello and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. And today I'm going to be talking about my July TBR, the books that I am planning on reading in July. Now I keep going on about it and I promise this is the last time I'll say it, but I'm not doing such in-depth TBRs anymore because I found that when I don't do the TBRs I do read a lot more, just having been able to walk to my shelf and have a little look-see, and like sometimes I get things sent through and I'm like, God, I've got to read this now, and because I haven't put it on my TBR I want to do it. So I basically, in these newfangled TBRs, talk about the books that I've got coming up in my book clubs, talk about any books that I know I've definitely got to read that month. And that is what they were about, and that's the last time I'm going to carry on going on about it. If people think these are a bit dull, then let me know, and I will stop doing TBR videos altogether, because I'm sure I could think of something else to do. Maybe just a video of Minnie just laying on the floor with her tum-tum out. Maybe I'll show that instead. But anyway, I will be talking now about the books that I'm planning on reading in July. So I'm going to be, first of all, talking about the books that I'll be reading in my book club. So my online book club, we will be talking about, this is a spoiler for those people in my online book club, because I haven't even told you about this yet. We will be discussing The Glorious Heresies by Lisa McInerney, which has recently won the Bailey's Women Prize for Fiction, so I'm very, very excited about this. This is about gangsters in Cork, in Ireland, and I believe about a sort of older woman who accidentally kills a man and then having to cover up from that. So I've heard really good things about this, so I think this was a bit of a shock win for the Bailey's Women's Prize for Fiction, but I'm bang up for this. I can't wait to read it. I think it's going to be quite different from the things that we normally read in online book club as well, so very, very, very excited to read that. My book club at work, we are going to be reading Neil Gaiman's, I've forgotten what it's called already, Trigger something. Trigger something. Trigger Warning by Neil Gaiman. We will be reading that. I don't actually know what anything that's about. I haven't read much Neil Gaiman before. I've read Stardust, which I thought was quite enjoyable, and I listened to the radio play of Neverwhere, which was very, very good actually, which had James McAvoy in it, and Benedict Cumberbatch and Natalie Dormer, and I very much enjoyed that. I don't know if that was to do with the radio production, but yeah, we're going to be reading Trigger Warning by Neil Gaiman in my online book club. So if anyone knows anything about that, then let me know down below, because I'd like to hear. No spoilers though, please. I will be continuing with reading Harry Potter. I am now going to be reading in July Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which is my favourite Harry Potter book. Heartbreak City, because this is how far David got with Harry Potter, and then, what'd you do, David?
Nothing.
You gave up. He gave up at the end of chapter 17, just before the weighing of the wands. This is my favourite.
I put it on hold.
How long for? When was the last time you picked this up? Over a year ago.
Maybe.
I feel like crying. This is my favourite Harry Potter book. I can't wait to reread it. I absolutely adore it. Cannot wait to reread that. So the last thing that I will be reading in July, and this is off the back of me doing, I'll put the link to the video down below, a video saying that I was starting a new series where I would read authors that I haven't read before and then do a video about some of their books that I've read. The first sort of episode of that I did was me talking about I would be reading some Daphne du Maurier books. Since that video, I haven't even looked at a bloody Daphne du Maurier book. I feel mortified, so I will be reading at least one Daphne du Maurier book in the month of July. Those Daphne du Maurier books may be Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, Frenchman's Creek, again by Daphne du Maurier, and Jamaica Inn, oh my god, it's by Daphne du Maurier. So I'm going to be reading one of those. David, pick one now of these books, based purely on the cover.
The Daphne du Maurier one.
Yes, shut up. Based purely on the cover, which one should I...
Well, if you hold them still.
I can't hold them still.
Not the middle one.
Okay.
I'm going to say Jamaica Inn.
Jamaica,
Jamaica, no.
I will be reading.
I did Jamaica.
You did make, yeah, you made me read this.
I did.
Oh, that was terrible. I will be reading, at the very, very least, Jamaica Inn in the month of July, and then hopefully one of the other ones, maybe Frenchman's Creek because it's a bit smaller than Rebecca. So those are the books that I'm planning on reading in July. I've also got down here 2 other books that I've just put down there because I want to read them soon. These might be read at the end of June. the end of June. The end of June, they might be ready in July. That's The Suffragettes, this tiny little penguin £1 classic. Adele's about to start on on Glastonbury highlights, so I've got to hurry up with this because David's excited. And also The Girls by Emma Klein. I probably will read this in June because I'm very, very pumped about this, but I will read one of those soon. And that is it. What is everybody reading in July themselves? I would love to hear from you. Let me know if you've read any of these books. Let me know what of your Daphne du Maurier's you would have picked, because I've got to read Jamaica in now because David did a very educated, well-researched decision on that. And I will see you all again soon with another BookTube video. Goodbye!